Alright, I've been talking about making a video to track the growth of the orchard and garden, and so here's the first attempt 3 years later. Here is one of the cherry trees doing well. No fruit on that one yet. The failed mushroom garden, I'm not sure what happened there. Lots of plugs, lots of logs, no mushrooms. Another cherry tree, this was a replacement, we had one die. I don't really like the graft look on it, but hey. The beehive, bees are holding up so far. Another replacement that died, this one seems to be doing well. We've also got rhubarb. There's a couple of rhubarbs mixed in there. There's also a strawberry back there. Only one of them survived from last year. But there's a couple more rhubarbs back in there. I might move those. I might get more. We'll see. There's some mulberries growing naturally back in there, and there's also beauty berries. These are some variety of strawberries that are supposed to be more shade tolerant. I got one strawberry off them last year. We'll see how they do this year. Another cherry that's doing all right. I've got nothing planted. This is pretty shady underneath this magnolia tree. So we'll just have to decide what to put there or leave it bare. We'll figure it out. This is where the line of raspberries starts. We got a number of varieties that I can't even remember because that's what I do. I thought there was a tag on there, but those might be yellow ones. Can't remember. Some are starting to. I've gotten a couple so far. Yeah, I can't remember which is which. This one's loaded though, if you look at it. Oh, here you go. This is a group of boysenberries. They're loaded. I don't see any ripe ones today. This is a group of don't know. Oh, here you go. Loganberry. So what was it? Loganberry, boysenberry, tayberry, I believe. That's and yellow. These are replacements. Some baba berry. Can't remember. This was a replacement. Fall gold. So another yellow one. This one is really spread from last year. The nectarine tree. This one moved from the old house, so this is the oldest one. It's got some nectarines on it. Doing well. Actually, I had to thin it. The artichoke that came back from last year. I didn't get anything off it last year, so we'll see what it does. Here's one of the pomegranates. This is the only one that's blooming, but it seems to be doing well. The kiwi, we got two fuzzy kiwis. I forget what variety I got. Jenny maybe? It's supposed to be self-pollinating, so we'll see. And I've just moved them and built, I had them planted elsewhere, and I moved them and built this structure for them to grow on. So they haven't quite reached the top of it yet, but we'll see. Strawberry and blueberry patch. The blueberries are starting to turn. The birds are probably starting to take them. I need to figure out some netting for them. But that's the blueberries and the strawberries. I've been getting strawberries. Looks like we got some good ones here. I'll have to come back and pick those. Oh, I had to put these nets on them because the bugs were Just tearing them up. There you go. Here's what happens to the ones I didn't net. So these little net bags seem to have taken care of that problem. Yeah, I got some to pick here. But these are loaded with blueberries, so if I don't net them, the birds are probably going to eat real well. Here's one of the olives that died back hard in that last hard winter. I'm probably going to have to pick a winner. It's putting on growth. I'm thinking this might be, I'll choose 1 liter. This one or this one. Maybe this one because it grows away from the driveway. The asparagus, either garlic or onion. Again, I can't remember. I don't keep track well enough. Asian pear. No fruit off that one yet. Bananas came back. I need to consider, this is a different type of banana. I think I need to consider a hoop house to extend their season if I want fruit. Another asparagus patch, an apple tree. The apples always get this, and the aphids, and then the ants that love to harvest the aphids. Another pomegranate, a little bit smaller, no flowers yet. Another nectarine, fewer nectarines, different variety. You can see it's a different color, the leaves and the nectarine. Another Asian pear. That's definitely garlic. I planted that this year. Good thing I'm recording, I can remember now. This is a peach tree, and I got it this year, and it's only growing below the graft. So I don't know whether to, I've been just wiping those off, but maybe I let it grow to gain some strength. It's alive up here. You can see I've been checking it, and it's green. But it just doesn't want to grow any leaves up here. But it is growing below the graft there, so I don't know what to think of that. I've never seen that before. Another nectarine. Again, it's got some fruit. I might have to thin that. It's kind of a clump there. Another apple. More, what do you call them that came back? This olive really took a beating during that freeze, and again, I'm going to let it gain strength before choosing a winner here, but it's going to have to go to 1 liter at some point. I'm just glad it came back for now. Another pomegranate, doing well, no flowers yet. I think the one at the bottom gets the most sun. Some flowers we planted for a shadier area. A plum tree. More strawberries. These are supposed to be purple asparagus, and they came back, but that was a whole row, and the whole row did not come back. It looks like just little patches of it came back. There's a little big empty patch. We'll see what happens. These are the goji berries. And at my last place, the goji berries grew like crazy. And they just don't seem happy here. So, I don't know. We'll see. Another plum tree. More strawberries. These ones get less sun. And I haven't, you can see they're smaller. They haven't spread and there's no fruit on them yet. So we'll see how they do long term. I might have to reconsider this. I got a whole bunch of strawberry plants and put them in different spots just to see how they do. And these have done less well than the spots with less sun, or spots with more sun. These are supposed to be golden currant. It's supposed to be a heat tolerant curd, so we'll see how that holds up. The lemon tree, it's got a few new blooms coming, but for the most part it's done blooming. We'll see what kind of lemons come out of it. This one had a rough winter inside. This is the Australian, what do they call them? Finger limes, a red finger lime. So it had a bunch of dieback. I cut a bunch back, but it is putting out some new growth now. So we'll see if it's happy or not. It's outside. These chili peppers, I've had these 4 or 5 years. I bring them inside in the winter. You can see they're almost like a tree. So they're coming back. They always lose basically all their leaves during the winter. And what do I got here? Oh, the red lime. This is supposed to be a cold hardy lime. And this is supposed to be a fairly cold hardy satsuma. Oh, a little orange. The roses are doing well. Pulled out a holly, maybe make a bonsai out of it. We'll see how that goes. More roses. I love the idea of planting all these citrus in this little corner and putting a pond, and again, maybe you have to hoop house it in the winter, because I think most of these are hardy to about 15, and it will definitely get colder here and there. So we'll see. That's not top priority, but we'll add it to the list. A little pond surrounded by citrus. Here's the garden. We just got this together and planted the other week. I think this is the 3rd layer of mulch and dirt we've added to it over the years. And, it breaks down and compacts, and we add another layer, and everything seems to be doing really good this year. Everything's taken off. Corn, tomatoes, peppers, squash, peas, cucumbers, melon. Everyone's happy right now. So we'll see. Tomatoes and peppers are even about to flower, so hooray us. I have thrown a lot of clover seed in this backyard for the bees, plus I like it. So you can see we got a lot of clover flowers. And then the idea here, I cleaned up a lot of brush in the back, and there's still more to do, but I like the idea of a barrier from the neighbors, and maybe even a little quiet spot in the back for the kids to play. Clearly got some mosaic virus going on here, but we got a line of fig trees, and each one's a different variety. I got them written down somewhere again. I don't pay enough attention to keep track of them, but I do have it written down somewhere. A number of them have the early crop on them. This little one on the end was a replacement. The rest here made it through last winter, obviously a lot bigger. So that should be a nice hedge. These are new this spring. I could probably pull some weeds or redo the mulch around them, but these are pawpaws. That was taken off nicely. And we have 4, again, different varieties. They seem to be doing well. That looks like some sort of squash volunteer from probably from the worm compost I gave them. And here's another one. I don't know what I did. I probably ordered a replacement and then decided to give one of those little ones up front a chance. And so there's another olive back here. It's putting on growth. It doesn't get a huge amount of sun, so we'll see how it does. And there are some muscadine growing wild back here as well. We do get some of those. All right. Well, let's call. Look how big that leaf is. Whoa. Whoa.